All right. Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and in today's video, we're going to be discussing the issues of Gambit, people trying to fix Gambit, content creators making videos on how to fix Gambit, and really the big looming question, which is, should Bungie just delete Gambit? So let's jump right in. I have seen countless videos time and time again of people giving ideas and offering really good and insightful ways to fix Gambit. And I myself have actually been playing this game mode since before it came out. Bungie actually invited me to the studio to play it early. And honestly speaking, it seemed like it was kind of okay at the time, but that was really just the honeymoon phase. And after that phase ran out and the big problems came up, it really just was all downhill from there. Gambit has had countless issues, from power ammo to invasions being too strong. At one point in time, the community genuinely didn't like Gambit, but Bungie even doubled down and made a Season of the Drifter and came out with Gambit Prime. And don't get me wrong, I do think that there are some redeemable qualities to Gambit, but overall, I can't help but feel like this style of game mode is just generally not successful in gaming right now. I've had this running theory and this idea for a very long time, which is just that Gambit has a fundamental flaw in that it's a PvE VP game mode. And Bungie has even directly addressed this and mentioned this in the release of the Gambit trailer. Go ahead and watch that clip.
Gambit is a brand new mode.
Destiny begs to marry PvE and PvP together.
It's like adding bacon to peanut butter and jelly.
Which, ironically, a bacon peanut butter and jelly sandwich is the perfect way to describe Gambit. It ruins the bacon and it ruins the PB&J. Because the two most frustrating elements of both PvP and PvE are united together in Gambit, making truly the most frustrating game mode to play inside Destiny. Let's start from the top though. When it comes to PvP, when you're playing PvP, whether it's Rumble or Clash or Trials for that matter, one of the most frustrating things to encounter is power ammo. Rocket launchers, shotguns, machine guns, they all have a much faster time to kill than the non-power ammo weapons, which is why Bungie has actually balanced it nicely in Trials where there's just one power ammo round. It wasn't like that in Trials of the 9, which was terrible. There was like power every single round. Hopefully I'm remembering that all correctly. It's been quite a while since I've played Trials of the 9. And you might think to yourself, there are solutions in order to balance out the power ammo economy, which is true, but that doesn't overlook the second biggest factor when it comes to PvP, which is that if you're in Gambit and you're shooting a pile of dregs or a pile of Vex, someone invading and sniping you in the back of the head is not a challenging or meaningful encounter. You don't enjoy that as much, okay? Because someone is distracted by shooting something else and then you shoot them in the back. And so you, as the invader that shot someone in the back of the head while they were shooting some Vex, you can't particularly gloat about it. And the person that was trying to just kill out a pile of Vex getting shot in the back of the head by a Xeno is especially frustrated. It's one of the worst elements of PvP presented within Gambit. Now, if we go over to the PvE side, one of the most frustrating things when it comes to PvE is trying to bake a boss in either strikes or raids or whatever it may be, and some random element coming into that and ruining the boss bake. No matter what raid boss there is, stuff like this does happen from time to time, and it is simply in PvE one of the most frustrating elements. And Gambit quite literally has that mechanic built into it. As soon as you summon your Primeval, the invader portal opens on the other side, meaning that while you're in the middle of doing Primeval damage, someone else is going to invade and shoot you in the back of the head, which if you've played Gambit, which most of you have, you know how this is. And so now that we've got that out of the way, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below if you agree with my sentiments on that. Personally, I would love for there to be a fix for Gambit. I would love for some of those frustrations and issues to be fixed, but I just genuinely think that at a fundamental level, Gambit can't be fixed. And now that we've seen Bungie recede Gambit from being Gambit plus Gambit Prime to just regular Gambit, I can't help but feel like the next step is to actually potentially remove Gambit, which I think might be a good idea overall, because if the people that are currently working on Gambit were to instead focus their interests on PvP, perhaps we might actually get some new Crucible maps, or if they went to PvE, they could create some new or interesting content within the PvE world. And I just genuinely think that their time investment would be much more worth it. Because as it stands right now, every time I talk about Gambit, people just don't like this playlist. And I know people can be salty about everything. Some people just hate Trials, they hate Crucible altogether, they hate the raids, they hate strikes, they hate everything. But regardless of what people say they hate, the actual data doesn't lie when it comes to what people are playing when they're playing Destiny 2. So let's look at the charts here. This is the current player activity right now as I'm making this video. We've got 28% of the people playing Patrol, 21% Story Mission, 15% in the Crucible, which is kind of surprising. I mean, Trials isn't here, and so a lot of people are actually playing in the Crucible. 12% in the Nightfall, 8% in Strikes, 7% in Gambit, 4% in the Raid, 3% Dungeon, 1% Private Match, and 0% in Nightmare Hunt. So you can clearly see from this that Destiny is primarily a PvE game. I mean, the majority of people are playing PvE when they're playing this game, but 50% are playing Crucible. And even with one of the strongest hand cannons in the game right now, the bottom dollar being inside Gambit, which is the only incentive to play right now, still only 7% of the player base are playing Gambit. Can you imagine how low that percentage would be if the bottom dollar wasn't available right now though? I mean, Gambit has been dead and Gambit has been dying for a long time now. There's actually been no new map introduced to Gambit since March of 2019. That's right, 2 years without a new Gambit map. The issues and the problems that plague Gambit are so numerous that I truly don't know if there's actually a proper fix. And even if there was, Bungie has been burnt so many times trying to work on this Gambit playlist, I don't even know if it would be worth the financial efforts. Personally, as someone that loves this game and loves playing the entirety of the game, I would much rather prefer Bungie invest their time in making a new Crucible map, okay? It's been a long time since the Crucible's seen some real love. I mean, shit, we even got a new planetary destination like Europa. Where's the Europa Crucible map? But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about Gambit? Do you think that Bungie should invest the effort and the time in fixing the playlist, doing a total revamp of it, perhaps Gambit perfected as some have suggested? Or do you think that Bungie should continue down the route where they actually got rid of Gambit Prime and perhaps overall maybe should just get rid of the playlist altogether? Because, I mean, there have been failed projects over time. I mean, does anyone remember SRL? I personally kind of liked SRL, but SRL wasn't a very good investment for Bungie. And so they actually chose to not continue that project. And shit, if I'm being completely honest, if they were to actually close down Gambit and remake SRL, I would be happy with that. But I don't want to get off on too much of a tangent. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And make sure to subscribe with notifications on if you did enjoy the video. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.